Hello, everybody. Hope everybody had a great Saturday. I hope all my dads will have a great Sunday tomorrow and that they've been getting treated like the king they are all weekend. So here I have my dinner, the beef, the Wagyu beef from the meat I showed you earlier in the video, and some lump crab, and then I have about half a cup of broccoli. It's not a whole lot, trust me. Um, and this is what I'm having for dinner. Um, Earlier, I ate that little egg and toast, egg and bacon and toast little sandwich, and I had 2 mangoes. And so I figured I'd go and try to eat something for now. So this is what I'm eating. I didn't measure too much or anything. I just took some meat out the packet. I took a half a cup of broccoli out of the packet, and then I took maybe a half a cup of the crab out. This is lump crab, jumbo lump crab. And so let's get into this video on this bread making and more info on this meat. See you there. Hello there, happy Saturday. Excuse my head wrap, I'm in the house for today. I am going to be making Maria Emmerich's protein sparing Wonder Bread. What you're going to need is a dozen of eggs. You're going to need the J. Rob unflavored egg white protein powder. I got mine off of Amazon. I couldn't find it anywhere in the store. You're going to need some powdered allulose. I got this from Sprouts. You could get any brand, long as it's allulose. You're going to need some Redmond's real salt. This is the best sea salt, and they sell this everywhere. You can find it at Whole Foods, Sprouts, pretty much all your major, even probably Walmart. You're going to need some cream of tartar, and that's it. So, and some avocado spray oil. I normally buy Chosen Foods or Primal Kitchen. Those are the best two that is offered in a spray. So for the J-Rob, you're going to need a cup. I already pre-measured out everything. You're going to need a cup of the egg white powder. You're going to need a half a teaspoon of the salt and a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. My glass broke. I used to put cream of tartar in my bone broth mix. It fell and broke, and so this is pretty much what I salvaged. That wasn't all over the floor, but a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and I will also link the her website in the description box to the recipe. But a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar and a half a teaspoon of the sea salt, and I just put it in on the lid of this. And then you're going to need a fourth of a cup of the allulose. You can either use parchment paper, which I have no clue what happened to my parchment paper that I just bought. I don't know, but you're going to need a bread pan. You spray your pan. I was going to use parchment paper, but hey, so I sprayed my pan. You preset your oven to 325, which I already did. So I'm going to start mixing this up, and once I start the spooning it, I will be back. But first, the eggs. You have to separate the yolks from the whites. All you need in this recipe is the whites. So you put your eggs away for something else, whether you want to make scrambled eggs. She has other recipes that will include yolks to it. So I'm going to look at some of her other recipes, but I could also use it to make scrambled eggs as well. So you need 12 egg whites. And she suggests in her video, if it's your first time doing this bread and trying to get used to it, that you use real eggs and not go to the store and buy the egg whites in the box. Maybe it's runny, not the right consistency, and she wants you to kind of get it right the first time. So I used, if you, when you buy eggs, you want to buy pasteurized eggs. Trader Joe's sell a good pasteurized eggs. Most people buy the let me most people in the keto community, low carb, you will see them buy Vital Farms eggs because they are the best eggs other than getting them from a farm. They do sell them in organic, pasture raised, and regular. So either one you can buy. It is inexpensive when it's not on sale. Trader Joe's, I believe, is like anywhere from $3.50 to $4, where Vital Farms can be like $6. Depending on where you go, $7 depending on where you go. These were on sale for $4.99 at Fry's. So I used a whole dozen. So this is a dozen of egg whites, 12 egg yolks, and the egg whites you want to use for your recipe. To help, I used a slotted spoon to dump the egg yolk over so it wouldn't, I wouldn't be sitting there teeter-tottering with the shells and all of that, so that helped me. So I'm going to mix this up and I'll be back. Okay. One note I want to make to y'all is that if you have a hand mixer like myself, I have many attachments. This is a Breville. I bought this years ago. It has so many attachments. My daughter broke the food processor thing that it had with it, but I never use this. I always use this one because I only take this out for holidays mostly, if I make banana pudding. But if you have a hand mixer, you're gonna have to crank that thing up. Because the egg white has to be thick. You can't under whip it. It has to be like a meringue. So I had to keep turning it up and turning it up, and she even have her video, her YouTube video, on her website with the recipe. So I would suggest that you look at that so you'll know how everything is supposed to be. Now I'm going to add the J White egg protein powder, and you mix that on low for a couple of minutes, and then it's good to go. So let me do that, and I'll be back. So okay, I'm back. I'm done mixing. I'm tired. It ain't thick like hers is, but so I'm gonna pour this in the pan. The pan is already, it was already greased. I'm gonna spray it again. And we're gonna see how this gonna look. It has to be in the oven on 325 for 30 minutes. And then you turn the oven off. I'm gonna put mine on a timer, but you turn the oven off and let it sit in the oven so it won't fall for another 15 minutes. And then you take it out and let it cool. So we'll see if this is a yay or nay. And yeah, like I said, mine's don't look like hers, like thick. Oh Lord, a dozen of eggs. 30 minutes. It felt like a whipping. I'm about to burn out my hand thing. Hand mixer. Let's hope this come out right. At least edible. Please. For all my sweating and hard work and effort. So this is how it looks. Hers looked much bigger, so mine may come out a little flat. Again, her mix was much thicker than mine's. I don't know. I mixed the damn thing. So we're gonna see. I'll be back. So here is my bread. It's still cooling. I would suggest if you try to make this, use parchment paper unless you got a non-stick pan that is just gonna slide out of. I was able to work it from the sides, but it's the bottom of it that is giving me, that's gonna give me an issue of getting it out. Maybe I could get a spatula or something down in there to kind of like scoop it out. When it first came out, it was really high. This was a big bubble. But once I took it out and let it cool down, it shrunk down some. So, I don't know. It's my first time doing it. I will say it's a lot of work because I have a hand mixer. It was my first time doing it. Mine didn't look exactly as thick as hers, so I was unsure of how it was going to come out. I guess depending on your oven, you got to play around with the time that you cook it for. So I'll see how it tastes, see how it looks in the inside. She did say with the box egg whites that she felt it came out better in her blog on her page. But as you will see if you go to her YouTube video, she would suggest as a beginner to use the carton of eggs, you know, and just separate the whites, I guess, until you get used to making it or get through your first couple of times of making it. So probably next time I use egg whites because that was $5 right there of eggs. I will use the egg yolks, but I could have just got some egg whites. I don't have to sit there and crack 12 eggs and all of that stuff. So we're going to see how this one come out, and I'll come back with y'all. So I'm making me a little scrambled egg out of the egg yolk that I have. I've used maybe, I don't know, 2 of the eggs. I put some heavy cream in here. Some of this Murray's Young Manchego cheese. And this is the butter I'm using. So let me go put this on and I'll be right back. So this is what I made. Got me a little pork belly. A Berkshire pork belly sliced like bacon. I should have waited. Let me take this off. So I toasted the bread first and then put this on. This is what the bread looks on the inside. I haven't tasted it yet. What I will say is that the next time I will only put this in my oven for about 20 minutes because the outer part of this is overcooked to me. And so I cut it off, as you can see in the pan. I will see how the inside tastes in a minute. But that's what I would do. I put it on 325 on convection for 30 minutes, but I think at 20 minutes it was probably perfect. And so that's what I would do the next time, as well as trying the carton egg whites opposed to cracking 12 eggs. Okay, so the bread was, for the first time, it was pretty good. It was kind of spongy. Again, the next time I will only cook it for about 20 minutes before shutting the oven off. I didn't need to cook it for 30 minutes, but It is edible. I will eat it. I can eat it with some toast, like a toast, with no problem. Or I could make me a sandwich with it with no problem. So I would give it, out of 10, I would give it a 6 to 7. Thumbs up. It is edible. Uh, the outer part and the top was overcooked again. Um, it's just a learning curve, and everybody's oven is different. So again, I would only cook it for 20 minutes next time. And to save myself some trouble, I would use the egg whites from the carton opposed to cracking 12 eggs. That's just me, but other than that, it's pretty good. I wanted to talk to y'all about this meat. I was telling y'all the other day I had put everything in the freezer, but this is from the 99 Market Ranch. Everything in there and nothing in there 99 cent. It's just called 99 Ranch Market. This is Berkshire pork belly. It's sliced like bacon. And so that's what you saw on the top of my little egg sandwich right there. It's pretty good. All I gotta do is add some seasoning, like a pork chop. I was expecting it to be like salty, but it wasn't. Like probably like bacon. When you get bacon, it's already salty. You don't have to add any seasoning. This is pork belly. It's like almost like a pork chop, so you have to season it. But other than that, even with no seasoning, it was still good. Can't complain. Will buy again. And then this is one of the cuts of a Wagyu that I bought. This is the finger meat. As you can see, the fat content on this is really good. The price is even better. It was $12.99 a pound. The other one was more expensive. I don't know. This is rib finger meat. I guess they mean this is from the rib cutlet part. Rib eyes, maybe. Cut in little pieces. That's why they mean finger. Or whatever, but I'm gonna fry this up and coat the pan with a little bit of avocado oil, and season it up with some sea salt and pepper, and I'm good to go with a little bit of broccoli, and this will be my dinner. The last one, that small bowl that I had, it took me a little while to eat that because the fat content on this is much higher, so it fills you up really fast. I think if it was any more in there, I probably would have just been choking it down. But I wasn't hungry the rest of the night. It was 10 ounces of meat, 10.32 ounces of meat. And this looked like it's about the same. Maybe more like 11 ounces, but around the same as before. But yeah, my bread came out pretty good, if I must say so myself. I'm not a baker. I was a little bit worried because hers was extra thick. Mine's was not. I was using a hand mixer. She was using an industrial KitchenAid mixer. And I think I was mixing that mess for like 30 minutes. No cap. So the next time I know that I have to go in on a high speed, like really high speed, because I'm using a hand mixer, and just go from there. So hope everybody enjoy their weekend. I hope all my dads have a great Sunday. Today is actually my 22nd wedding anniversary, and then tomorrow is Father's Day. So yeah, me and my husband got married. We had I think Father's Day fall on different days during the year, but our wedding anniversary and Father's Day was always close. So yeah. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace out.